Coffee Bean guys. They get here at 5 and they stay here till 9. They like drinking coffee and staying out late. Who cares if they don't have jobs or dates? They're hanging out at the Coffee Bean.
Yeah, I'm talking to Will Shortz, making the New York Times crossword puzzle a movie. Yeah, called Solve Me. Oh, well, hey, I gotta let you go because somebody just stepped back into my life. What the hell is going on?
James.
Dan, where the hell have you been? I've been waiting for you for a year.
I know.
We had a meeting scheduled a year ago, and I've been right here waiting for you.
I know.
I was pissed at Dan. I was really pissed at Dan because honestly, when he left, the table was set. The plates were there, the wine was poured, the wine being webisodes, the plate being online content, and the food got cold. You know where I've been for the last year? Here, at Coffee Bean. I live right there.
On Hayworth?
No, under the fern, right there. I've been homeless, but that was only because I didn't have a home.
James, of course, is upset. I don't blame him. I'd be upset. I mean, we were in the middle of several projects. We were working on the hamster animated hybrid, the Madonna futuristic war movie.
Brian and the Chocolate Factory, which was the musical about chocolate and a guy named Brian.
I'm an idiot. I know. I'm sorry. I apologize. But sometimes you do crazy things for love. Well, I was in Chile.
Chile?
Chile. I followed a girl. I was so in love with Monica, who worked at Rite Aid, that I just followed her. I stole her cell phone, and I saw that she was calling Chile. So I got in Orbitz, bought a one-way ticket to Chile, and got there. I thought it was near Texas. I was wrong.
Dan was into Monica, more though than I've ever seen anybody into anybody. It was kind of weird, because he kept going, I need to go to the Rite Aid, I need to get my prescription filled. I'm like, for what? He's like, for Pepsi. And I was like, okay. And he would go to the Rite Aid, and he would hang out there for hours and hours. It was starting to cut in our Coffee Bean time. And I was like, finally, have you talked to this girl? He's like, no. I go to his house, there's pictures of her everywhere, just surrounded with pictures. To the point where I was like, this is really creepy and probably criminal. And he got that classic Dan smile on, and he's like, yeah. At that point, I knew all bets were off. Was that the reason they came back, really?
Yeah, I mean, what am I gonna do, stalk this girl forever? She just know who I am. I followed her across the goddamn world.
Did you never talk to her? You were there for a year?
I was there for a year, following her, watching her, and then she was murdered.
Who killed her?
I don't know.
Were you following her, watching her? That's kind of weird when the police think that you did it if you were following her and watching her.
I mean, I don't know. Look, everyone has their vices. I have friends who drink. I have friends who do marijuana. James and I, we've been involved in 1 or 2 murders.
This is not the first time I've had to cover up his crimes of passion. Though you can't really call them crimes of passion when they've clearly been deliberated and he's planned them for years.
Next week on Coffee Bean Guys, Monica's death was not in vain.
What, did you get any meetings out of the deal?
2.
2?
Well, in Chile, there's this Chilean banana factory, had a general. They speak Spanish. I don't. It was confusing, but also made me think of doing Spanish movies.